All right, seeing some nice bearish pushing against this attempted move up. Now we can lock the stop in nice and tight above those highs. Now, initially, we had a beautiful reaction right there, right? We saw the sellers coming into 18. It's a very weak bull candle, and that will get a lot of people to drop their stops right above that high. And that is exactly what a lot of funds would love you to do, because then they can sell into your stops. But you need to wait for a little bit more proof, right? We start turning around, another obvious stop run. Probably a lot of scaling in happened at the highs. Good old Goldman Sachs getting their positions going, right? Then we turn down, we get a very kind of okay bear candle, but there's a lot of wick on the bottom, lots of wick on the top. It's not really proving much. And then we get this drive lower. That proves it, right? We don't want to see price come back to these highs, because then, well, we would be wrong. So if that's the case, then we don't want to see it come back to that location. Now we can move our stop. So now our stop is above at 46.25, and that reduces almost all of the risk. And we've already been probably 2 or 3 to 1 to the upside so far in the drop lower, but still looking for the overall objective to 45.68. We do have a level of support. It's a monthly level at 45.83 that we do have to be a little bit cautious of. So if we do find some support coming in there, might not be a bad idea to take a couple contracts off the table. But right now, looking at 45.68 with our stop now tightened up above those highs. Seeing the sellers pushing back down again, nearing the lows, they tried pushing through, and you'll notice what happened. We found some support at that 83 level, and then we cracked through it. Big breakdown move that we had right here. And that breakout kind of move tells us there may be a little bit more downside in store. So I'm looking to take 2 contracts off, and I'm going to float a final one a little bit further down. Now, in terms of where that is going to be, it really kind of depends on what we see here. We got our first objective taken off here with 2 contracts. Now we're looking for a little bit further movement down. And a lot of times what we're looking for is where the market found support and resistance last time. Where is the last time that the market got kind of stuck, right? And that happened a little bit earlier in the day around the moving average. We can see they tried to push up, they got a little stuck, pulled back, and they got a little stuck again before pushing higher. So likely we're going to find some support a little further down around that 60 mark instead, so we can look to take some profit off there. And that will be my final contract coming off at 45.58. Now my stop is locked in to break even. I don't want to give any of this back. And if I'm honest, after that big drop down in this really just awful follow through from the buyers, I really don't want to see it come back above that. If it comes back above that, then there's probably something wrong. I want to see this breakout continue to the downside and get that drive lower. But the next objective is just to where we found some cluster before, right at around 58, and that will be the final objective. Sellers pushing down once again, nearing our objective. Now we've come 1 tick away from that target, and actually now we've tested it. So I want to reduce all of the risk on this. I don't want to give anything back. We've done what we're supposed to. Now we just have to wait to see if they are able to fill the target. They've tested it, no fill yet, so now we just have to wait a little bit here. But stop is locked down to 45.75. I don't want to see the high of this candle even thought about breaking. Now, some folks will exit early. When it tests your target and immediately bounces like that, that shows you that there are a lot of buyers there, and that may cause you to want to just exit a little bit early. It's only 3, 4, 5 ticks, take the difference. That is one way to approach it. The other way is to just lock your stop in, let the trade go, see if it gives you your target. If it doesn't, you still get stopped out at a nice profit on the down move. So we'll give it a little bit more time here. Stop is locked down nice and tight to 75, still looking to fill 58. All right, and there we finally get the fill. We test it and fill it. Beautiful push down there. Let's cancel the stop. And that's the part that really kind of comes with experience. Do you want to get out early, or do you want to hang on to it and see what it can do? It tested it again, and it finally gave us a fill, so we can call it there. If it tested it again and didn't fill, we'd probably look to exit early and just call it quits and take the 3-tick difference and call it a day. But in this case, it gave us a fill, so that's exactly what we were looking for. Beautiful breakdown, and we actually picked up some clues on very weak bull movement here, giving us an idea that there may be a lot more downside in store, and that was allowing us to pick up another nice little extra few ticks there. So gorgeous move to the downside there off of the highs. So that's going to do it for me. If you have any questions about it, feel free to send an email into School of Trade. Don't forget to check out our trial at schooloftrade.com, and as always, we'll catch you next time.